warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Amelia Renata Putri, and today I'll be presenting Final Examination, a drama titled Pictures by Horace Holley. This play reflects on the evolving role of art in society and the clash between modern and traditional artistic values. So, why I chose this drama? Because it talks about something important, the struggle between old and new ideas. I found the conflict between modern and traditional art really interesting, especially how Joe wants to create something new even when people don't support him. This play also made me think about how hard it can be to start true to your dreams when others don't understand. I like how the story shows that art is not just about beauty, it's about expressing real life and making people feel something. And overall, Pictures is a short but powerful play that shows how meaningful art can be in our life. So, for the first is introduction. Pictures is a powerful reflection on the role of art in society. Set in a small artist studio in Paris, it explores the conflict between modern and traditional views of artistic value. And the next is plot structure. For the first exposition, the play begins in Joe Carson's studio, where he and his wife Sylvia's cousin, Mr. Wentworth, an art enthusiast. Joe is a modern artist, while Mr. Wentworth favors classical styles. Next is rising action. When Mr. Wentworth arrives, polite conversation slowly shifts into a philosophical disagreement. Joe proudly shows his new painting, but Mr. Wentworth reacts coldly, preferring the old masters. And next is climax. A heated debate erupts between Joe and Mr. Wentworth. Joe's passion explodes as he declares that if destroying the Louvre would awaken people to real, living art, and he would do it. For falling action, after Mr. Wentworth leaves, Joe vents his frustration. Sylvia tries to comfort him, encouraging his modern artistic vision despite the lack of the support. For the resolution, the play ends with Joe and Sylvia reaffirming their belief in the importance of their work. They decided to go out for dinner, symbolizing their commitment to move forward with hope. And next is conflict. There are internal conflict and external conflict. For the internal conflict, Joe versus himself. Joe is torn between his commitment to artistic truth and the painful reality of being unrecognized and poor. Joe says, "I failed. I'm 30 and I haven't saw the picture." And for the external conflict, Joe versus Mr. Wentworth. Joe and Mr. Wentworth represent opposing art philosophies, modern versus traditional. Mr. Wentworth says art is beauty, eternal beauty. And Joe replies, there aren't any eternal loves of beauty, only the eternal impulse to create. Next is characters. There are three characters in the drama. For the first is Joe Carson. He is passionate, rebellious, idealistic, and frustrated. He wants to create original art, not follow old traditions. It's a burning shame that all they know about art is what they have been taught in books. Second is Sylvia Carson. She is supportive and open-minded. She believes in Joe's art and sees its impact. Sylvia said, "You've no idea, Mr. Wentworth, how Joe's painting has changed me." And the last is Mr. Wentworth. He is conservative and unaware. He cannot accept modern art and clings to old values. He said, the masterpiece in the Louvre still give out beautiful impulses. Next is Dean. There are 4 themes in the drama. For the first, the evolution of art. Joe believed art must change with me. He said, art changes as life changes. Second, tradition versus innovation. Conflict between respecting past tradition and embracing new expressions. Third, struggle for artistic recognition. Joe feels unseen and unsupported, especially in a world that praise only the past. And the last is the role of art in society. Joe believes art reflects life and should inspire people. Main issues. The main issue is the generational and philosophical divide between the old and new perception of art. This issue is shown through intense debate and clashing ideals between Joe and Mr. Wentworth. And the last is reflection and conclusion. What I found most interesting was Joe's bold statement about burning down the Louvre. It shocked me, but I understood it was a metaphor for breaking free from rigid expectations. This play reminds us that art is not just about beauty or tradition. It is about truth, change, and courage. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions or thought about the play, I'd love to discuss them. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.